Mm, what's up? What's up? Come on in. Mm-hmm. Woo, this is a topic. Let's see. Let's see what topic this is. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. This is a topic. Real topic.
My healthcare provider had Agent Force, a powerful AI from Salesforce, and
This is a
AI
real
agent would have
topic.
automatically
What's up,
paired you with the
everybody?
right
Come on
specialist.
in, hit share. Not gonna hold y'all long. Gonna talk to y'all briefly about the things that I just posted on there. If you said this is your favorite coach, y'all. This is your favorite coach. This is your favorite coach. This is your favorite coach. Ouch. Hope everybody had a great day today. I had a wonderful day today. A super, super duper day today. I had a good day. I had a good day. I had a good day. And that's what it is about. Having great days and great days ahead. Come on in, y'all. Hit share. Hit share. Let somebody know that Coach Diamond is live. Coach Diamond is live. Yes, she is. Woo woo. She is live. She is live. She is live, 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 live. I'm just playing, y'all. Y'all, come on in. Come on in. Don't mind my junk area right now. You know I have to put stuff up right quick. But listen, this is an authentic podcast. This is Open Hearts Foundation Coaching Academy. I am your coach, Coach Diamond D. Coach Diamond D, Certified Master Life Coach, RBT, Registered Behavior Tech. And I'm proud of me because I work hard for that, y'all. I work hard for everything that I have, and I just love to just work hard to find out who I really am now. For real. But guess what? Y'all, for real. This is a beautiful journey that I actually went on to help myself. I had to get out my own way to really start finding really who I am authentically. And when I tell y'all that was a journey from, it was a journey, but I had to learn how to do a thing. And that's what I really, really love. So listen, I love connecting with people. I love communicating with people. And I love helping people get out their own way and to become a better version of themselves. Not just 1 month, but for the rest of your life. Because that's what that look like. And I encourage all of us to do the same thing. Because we ain't getting younger. We ain't getting no younger at all. But what we are getting is another chance. And everything in life, y'all, if you truly get out your own way. And people, I'm telling you, people don't believe me when I tell folks this. I done seen some things. And seeing them things, like, not them, no, seeing things, visions, like, far. I seen some things, that part, I done seen some things. And by me seeing them things, it is quite interesting that the wind blows and if you pray for what you ask for, you shall receive it, right? That is what I like. I really like that, y'all. I really like that. I really, really, really like that. And so I'm here to tell y'all, first and foremost, when you decide to get out your own way and really get out your own way and step forward to become a better version for you, you're going to move in a direction that you just could imagine, y'all, first and foremost. But the beautiful part about that is I went on that same journey, and I kept seeing butterflies. I kept seeing threes. I kept hearing stuff. And the interesting part was, I was like, what am I doing? I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Then I got my answer that, girl, you walking by faith. Like, wait a minute. I'm doing what? Yeah, you walking by faith. You walking by faith? Yeah, yeah, you walking by faith. You walk by faith? I walk by faith. Do you walk by faith? Let's walk by faith. You ready to walk by faith? Let's walk by faith. Okay. So, that's what happened. I started walking by faith. And as I continued to walk, I started talking to myself, and self said, there's two of you in there. It's two of you in there. What you mean? It's two of you in there. Oh, yeah, it is. It's two of me. You exactly right. It's the diamond, and then there's a Deandra. Who is Deandra? Who is Diamond? Listen, Diamond needs to stay over there. We need to find Deandra. And then what I had to do, y'all, I had to find me. Quite some journey. Same person on the external. Silly girl, Love to have fun, love to dance with my daddy. Love to laugh. Goofy. Found my goofy spark. Found it. So, guess what? I said, okay, let me figure her out. Why do I have to figure out me? Because that's where I sat down and wrote that letter to my sisters out there. Sincerely wrote this letter to my sisters. The sisters that misunderstand sisterhood. Sisterhood. Regardless of where she's been. Regardless where she's been, yeah, regardless where she been, what she been through, how she's viewed, what was said, how it was said, whatever. Regardless, people misunderstood sisterhood. All because, somebody's past life and, they judge you once you step over a line, or they talk about you like a dog, they disrespect your name, they drag you through the mud, they make you feel this big. Even though when you look in the mirror, you see you, right? But yet you go around some sisters or some people that that's supposed to be your true divine sister, your true solid sister. Just, not blood by blood, but we all cut from the same, right? Right? Okay, that's my sister. Right? Okay, if we're all cut from the same, then sisterhood. Right? Yeah, you my sister, you my sister. So why look at me cross-eyed, or like I just discussed you? What I do to you? What I do? Did I do something to you? I ain't do it. So if I did not do it, then check this out. Why must we all just don't like a person just because we don't like a person? We go around making up our own rules. We make up our own rules, and when we make up our own rules, we be mad at everybody else because we're making up our own rules, trying to figure out the right rule. If you are like stuck mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you are stuck because you're stuck. That's what you're telling yourself. It's a mindset thing. And so when you telling yourself these things, you start believing those things. And then when you start believing those things, you start doing those things. I'm too big, I'm not gonna walk, so I'm gonna sit down. So you sit down. I don't want to do this. I just don't know how to put my best foot forward, but I want to go and do something with myself and learn something, but I can't get up and go do it because they might judge me. They might think, they might do this. They might, You got to take care of, unlock all of that. Get all of that out. Just move it. Because you got to take care of you on what you need. And I tell people this because if I had a Coach Diamond in my corner back then, if I had a coach, no hard feelings on nothing else, but if I had a Coach Diamond back then, let me tell you something. Tell them what I'd be like for real. Like the coach, yes. God unlocked that knowledge. He unlocked the knowledge, the belief, the sincere movement to believe, to understand, to respect, to walk with it, to talk with it, to implement all my tools in it, to become a better version of me. For real, me. All boundaries set. Boop. You got to set those boundaries. And that's what it takes. You have to set boundaries to get where you need to be. Not just physically or not just, I'm talking about emotionally. And if you're not careful, that is what they are labeling now the emotional health, like literally mental health. That's it. If we can get all of us as a RBT, registered behavior tech, a life coach, certified life coach, psychologist, a therapist, a counselor. Listen, those are all brothers and sisters I'm naming. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's the fact that we all get together, hold hands, pray about the situation, and make a whole shift. You never know what that beautiful butterfly turn into. But you got to want to get out your own way. Get out your own way. And so I did. Back then, I wrote that letter to my sisters, really letting them know it's time to unlock that resilience, unlock the resilient movement out of you so you can become a better version of yourself. When you decide to do that, you're going to shift. You're going to shift. I'm telling y'all, I'm a living witness. I just got off a call a few minutes ago with one of the ladies that I'm working with. And just to see the glow on her, just to hear her voice shift already, just to hear her say, like, I don't know what what it did. Nothing but just something you're working on with unlocking you, the resilience of who you are authentically. I encourage all of us because deep down inside, there's a queen in there that you won't let come up. You won't let it, what's that word? Produce, blossom. You won't let it out. So I'm here to tell you, when you decide to get out your own way and shift to a resilient moment in your life and think about where you've been, where you are today, and what will it take for you to say, where am I going? That's key. That's unlocking your resilience. That's unlocking your sisterhood. Because back then, you ain't gonna have no sister walk up to you and say, come here, man. No, not to me anyway. And I learned quick. Had to get out them folk way. You got to get out them folk way that don't mean y'all no good. I'm telling you. And don't be afraid. That's where you set that boundary. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit. But I'm kind of just flowing with this right now because I can really feel it. Really, really feel it. when it comes to shifting on purpose and shifting in the atmosphere, listen, I just show up. And when I show up, I don't know what get turned. I really don't, y'all. But this little goofy thing here, me, yes. I'm telling y'all, you have to really focus on what you're unlocking to move forward out of your own way to get where God wants you to be. It's a journey of, it's beautiful. It's joy, happiness, peace. You're gonna run into some roadblocks. You are. You're gonna run into some bumps. You're gonna feel uncomfortable sometimes. But guess what? He answered prayers. He writes me back. He walks with me. He talks with me. He holds my hand. He shows up when I have my resilient moments of why people don't connect with me still sometimes. But because it's a journey. It's a journey, but it's a journey of love. And that hits different. That's all it wrote. It's a journey of love. When you sincerely know who you are on the inside, you can love other people authentically for who they are on the outside, but internally for who you see them as. And then you shift and you're able to work with other people daily. You're able to work with people that probably haven't unlocked their mindset yet, but guess what? There are some coaches that are out there that's ready to help you. So if you don't even get Coach Diamond, hey, find you a coach or go to therapy. It is awesome. I've been. So I'm telling y'all, if you really look to shift and get out your own way, it's a real journey where you have to tap into your 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 open heart emotions. You gotta talk. You gotta get it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. I love working with people to help them learn that. Even though I'm not the best, I don't claim to be the best, no. But I'm good at what I do, And I appreciate that because that's me rising above all odds. Why? Because if I stay in them odds, I'm going to miss out on my blessings. And I want my blessings. So I got to, I had to get out my own way and say, let me get on this side of, I got to switch over. I got to do something right. Yeah, I had to do that part, y'all. I had to shift it on over, y'all. So I don't look at it as of a confident movement. It's a Christ movement that when you dive in, you're going to rise above some things to really get out your own way, y'all. To get out your own way. Because again, I can see and tell y'all when I first started, see, here come the hood diamond, Lord, put her back in. When I first started, let me tell y'all, when I first started, 2021, y'all, it was a journey that I had no clue what I was doing, but I just went on it and I started unlocking stuff. And I started off angry, then I got happy, then I got angry again. I was like, hold on, am I bipolar? No, I had to figure out what was going on with me. And I said, you know what? Let me go on this journey and find out what's really going on. Is it me or is it them? When I dissected all these things, I peeled some layers off. I call them the 7 gems. You peel them 7 gems off. Let me tell you something. You're going to shift. And when you shift, you're going to shift on purpose and in purpose. And the stuff just goes. I love it, y'all. That's what it feels like, y'all. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I don't know who this is for. It could be for you. Who knows? I want you to really start really focusing on where you are now to where you want to go. And think about all the things that you sincerely desire in life and really want, like, to manifest. Like, you really want it to grow. You really want it to just blossom. There's ways to do these things. And as you continue to walk the journey and live your life with the right Father, you will do your will in a very peaceful way, y'all. I don't claim to be whatever. I don't claim to be this. I don't claim to be that. I'm just Coach Diamond. And when I tell y'all I love to do what I do, I love helping people. I sincerely love helping people. And by me loving that part of me, I had to find out where that came from. Otis or Margaret, my mama and my daddy. And that's all they've been doing all their life. That's what they do. They help people. So they finally got out their own way. And then when they got out their own way, guess what? Yeah, that was Jay that guess what from. But guess what? When they got out their own way, they started unlocking for each other. Really. And it was a blessing to be able to go back and interview my parents with my own personal workbook, y'all. Grateful, grateful, grateful. And when I tell y'all, it was quite interesting. It was so funny because they sat beside each other. They had a conversation. And that's when I learned that he don't mind, but my dad lost his mother when he was a little boy. So when you lose people in life, y'all know that brain shifts sometimes. Your mind shifts, your heart shifts, everything shifts sometimes. And we can't get through of doing what we love to do no more. And we just stop. Well, I had to really figure that out for those two over there. And they knew kind of what I was doing, but they really didn't, They took the hint of it. But with that workbook, y'all, it moved mountains, sincerely. Just allowing them to see a better version of themselves. They molded. So y'all remember I was taking them to the casino. I was taking them, we went to the mountains, I think, one time. But my mama she loved the casino. Everybody know. And she just went. And that put her in her happy space. And when I learned that put her in her happy space, I was like, wait a minute. Just watching her back, holding me, personality, everything. She shifted. And I'm looking, I was like, so what I'm reading, what I'm applying to her, and I'm saying these things, she's hearing me. She's understanding it. Wow. I was like, come on, let go. We get on the RV, take off, took it to the casino. Everything was processing. It was beautiful. And she'll tell you, she's got me doing this. It's the magic workbook. I'm telling y'all, it will move you into your boldness. It will help you rise above all odds for good reasons. Not bad reasons, good reasons. So when you discover your authentic self, when you discover your purpose, when you step into the woman that God is calling you to be, it's a shift. And when that shift comes, you have to answer that shift because that's the confident woman that's asking you permission to move out your way. Move, let me be her. Okay? You know how we used to slap the wigs on and go out and enter, y'all know how we did it. But, well, I'm an 80s baby. I don't know. Some of y'all probably not 80s baby, but who knows? Some of y'all probably older. And that's okay. So you know about them wigs and the things that you slap on your head and then go out and go, come back in that day and then you go to the grocery store, you got your short gray wig on. That's that part. So with all of that, that tells you right there, there's a shift in me. Who is she? I just need to slide over so that confidence can come through. I just need to move this woman out of the way so that courage can go. Go, courage, go. And then the boldness, it just shifts, y'all, it automatically. The determination, the love, the respect, the honor, the inner healing, that part. Your inner healing, whatever's in there, because you're not broken at all. Don't, you're not broken. You're not broken at all. But your inner healing is waiting for a response. And that response can't be answered until you unfold it all. And that's discovering your authentic self, discovering who you are in your confident skin, in your skin, yours, not his, not theirs, not mama, not daddy, not the creator, like the creator of in your household. No, everybody has mama bear, papa bear. You know what I'm talking about, that part. But I'm talking about we all got a mindset. That's all I can say. Respect, respect, respect. That's all. That's all, y'all. And so when you look at it that way, you really open your mind to respecting each other and everybody else. And so the shift is so resilient. And the shift is resilient to boldness. And the inner healing takes place to where when that inner healing takes place, it starts moving gently on purpose, y'all. On purpose for that beautiful reason. So I'm going to tell you, those silent battles, you don't have to worry about those silent battles because you confirm yourself into God and God gives you your word. Just read about you. Read about you. You're in here. We're in here in the good and we're in here in the bad. So it ain't no way, ain't no reason to sugarcoat it because it's in here. And that's the part we got to start living. The authentic self has to get out the way to step into to who to see that to step into who God is calling you to be. And that's what it looks like. It's a journey of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful unfold answers on a healing journey. And I did that, y'all. I did it. I did that self-paced for me because I needed it. Emotionally, I needed it. Not only that, once you find yourself in that transformation, you start speaking up on the unspoken fears. You start speaking out on the quiet doubts. You start giving all your everything. You just pour it out, right? And then the wounds show up from the past. And once they show up, you like, wait a minute. That's a trigger. Wait, that's a trigger. That's why y'all be seeing me flinch. Because it be where you have to calm down. You got to calm down. I had to calm down, y'all. I had to calm down. I had to calm down. And so the unspoken fears, the quiet doubts, the lingering wounds from the past, those things kind of disappear, right? And when they disappear, you still gonna see, sometimes you see your strength. You're gonna still see how your heart still is vulnerable and okay and in a safe space. And you're able to walk up to somebody and speak with like that that part. You know what I'm saying? Okay? That part. When you honestly know you just as nervous, you sweating up under your arms, you like, oh my God, I gotta do this. And you just get up and you go do it. That shift right there, that is the part where you are being open-minded for your ability to shift on purpose into who he's calling you to be. Cause that ain't who you are right now. That ain't you. This still ain't me, y'all. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going up. Yeah. No, I'm just playing. I'm for real. I'm going. So when the shift comes, you got to get out your own way to get to where you are purposely driven to be. That's what that looks like. You got to unlock it. So you discover your passion, your interests. You discover your values, your morals. You know, because as young ladies, we didn't set those things back then. We just live. Y'all just live too. We just live. And so we gotta set those things on purpose and in purpose, like right now, because that's what it looks like. We just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. And when you do it, this this is the challenge. The challenge is you identifying that things start happening for reasons, like you was unfolding. This happened, that happened. Look, this happened, that happened, this happened. Okay, yep, this happened. But you know what? If that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am today. Oh my God. If that didn't happen, but all of that was unlocking. All of it was unlocking. It was unfolding. I was at what? I was identifying everything that I have faced. Some people think that's bad, but it's not bad. Some people think I don't want to face this anymore. I don't want to see this. And that's okay. The workbook doesn't take you through the deep, deep, deep parts. It takes you through the parts where you got to unlock that's just that fear that sits right there, that won't get out the way. It's that fear, and it won't move, but it's gonna move. It's gonna move. It's gonna move. The fear gonna shift, and when that fear shifts, ooh, it's time to get to work, sister. It's time to get to work, and that's what it looks like, y'all. It's time to get to work. Because you setting your boundaries, putting those boundaries in play, is going to help you shift into becoming that individual that God see you as, not who you think you are. And you walk this walk, you talk this walk, and you live it. Well, I was already doing it because, back then they said I was just this mean little black girl, hard-headed. I wasn't hard-headed. I was just a daddy's girl, and wherever my daddy said, let go, we went. And that was it, period. I mean, I was his keeper. Still live sometimes. So, make a long story short, you got to start seeing, I say that all the time, y'all. You got to start seeing the togetherness of moving gently on purpose and in purpose to just shift. In order to, and this is what I wrote the other day, in order for me, this was in my journal, in order for me to shift, to become a little more better of me and God, I got to keep getting out my way. Even when I go through that mental blockage sometimes, I got to say, blockage, get out the way. And blockage sometimes move. So, that's what that looks like, y'all. So, I'm going to tell y'all something. When you decide to step forward and face those fears, the silent lies, the doubts, you are a confident, beautiful queen. You have the ability to be great at everything that you do if you get out your own way, step forward, and just give it a shot. Move gently on purpose. Move gently on purpose. When I say that, that's because you don't want to push too hard and too fast to get out your own way to fall again. You got to walk the journey. That's why y'all see me walk all the time. I walk, 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 walk. And so in that walking moment, I'm building, 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 building. You probably saying, what are you building? I'm building my thoughts. I'm building my goal list. I'm building my I'm just building. Because in order to get to the higher power, you got to mentally unlock the blockage so that you can shift and build mentally first. First. I couldn't, like, I asked Kiki, if some of y'all know her, it's Kiki Powers, Kiwanis. She'll tell you, I wanted to learn how to pray. That was the first question. Teach me how to pray. But at the same time, He was testing me. He was testing me. He was testing me because of my past life. He was testing me. But we succeeded. That's my little sister. That's my little sister. And I love her. For real. So that's what you have to do when you are on a journey to make that transformation. Okay? And you are capable of doing these things. So don't think you're not. You're very capable and you can do it. So at the end of the day, it wouldn't be make it happen. It'd be let's make it happen. And that's the beautiful part about it. Going on a journey to resiliently find me. Not me, but you. You know what I'm talking about. You. Jordan laughing at me, y'all. But that's what it's about, y'all. And I just absolutely love what I do. You just get out your own way. And it tells you everything happens for a reason. Whether that means we are living in, we are predestined, or that we create blessings out of our curses. As you go through life, you got to trust the process. When you trust the process, good things happen for you. And it's just a blessing. Isn't it, Jordan?
Yep.
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 Yep. It's a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing. So listen, whatever it is that you want to do in life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever it is, be the ultimate creator in your mind to rediscover you. You know, discover, or you, the cover, I done cut it off, but this was my workbook in 2021, and I keep it just plain, and it's just plain. This thing right here helped me identify all of me, and that's what I'm appreciative of. And I was able to come out and just be this, little nerd on a journey for God. I call myself a nerd. I don't know everything, but I'm a nerd. I'm going to figure it out. I bet that. That's what it looks like. Okay? And so I just love to have fun when I do what I do with our future best selves. So if you are ready to grow, if you're ready to discover your purpose, if you're ready to tap into your childhood influences, if you are ready to discover your internal passion side. Y'all, who would ever thought that mine would be dignity, respect, love? Who would have ever thought that? I was a diary of a mad black girl. Mean. Didn't know who I was. Trying to figure me out. But I was a party girl, y'all. I had a time. I had a time. So I'm going to tell y'all something. The day you say, Diamond, I'm ready to shift. I'm ready to work on me. Call me. I'm going to say congratulations for investing in yourself. I'm going to get to work. You just set those boundaries, y'all. Set them. Set them. It's important to set those boundaries. It is. Boundaries are limits, true limits that honor your true value, not walls to keep people out. You got to know the difference. Set those boundaries for you to grow into becoming a better version of yourself for good reasons. Those boundaries are things that give you permission to slip, you know, through you telling yourself, I get to, you know, do this today because I did this today, or I get to do this today because I did that today. When I sit with some people and they say, I can't do this, I can't do that, drives me up the wall. Drives me up the wall. But I want you to know that that is the number one key of the enemy, the devil. That's what stops you from shifting or flipping to go live your authentic life. Listening to what I just said, literally, that's what it looked like. That's what it is. And when it's that, you got to recognize that so that you can get out your own way. You're not being selfish. You're not being selfish at all. You're not being selfish. You're not being selfish. So you got to learn how to shift and move on purpose to get where you need to be. Right? That's what that looks like. I mean it. All right. Boundaries are something to help you shift and do what you need to do for you. And make it happen for you, right? That's what it looks like. And the important part about that is when you decide to shift, you're going to start seeing that you're respecting yourself first before you can respect somebody else. And that's beautiful. So look at the real insight of when you set that boundary, know what the boundary is for. This is why it is so funny that when we make up our own rules, the only people believe them own rules is who? You. So that's why it's important to set that rule, to set that boundary, so that you got it. You can do what you need to do for you. It's important to do that. Boundaries are your cheat sheet, your rule cheat sheet for good reasons, for real good reasons. So set those boundaries. If it's study time, study. Set those boundaries. It is important to set those boundaries, especially how you speak to yourself before you speak to others. Listen to that. Listen to you. Listen to you. When you know it's not ready to come out, don't let it just rip. Check yourself. Check you. How others speak, how you value you is how you're going to value yourself when you're speaking to other people. Respectfully. Like, that's just life, y'all. There's things we just got to work on within ourselves before we can work on it with anybody else. That's why we live in those fearful moments. And when we live in those fearful moments, all that other stuff kicks in. Like I just said it again, kicks in. And then you are not focusing to move forward, to get out your own way, to really shift and see who touches your internal future best self, your mindset, your emotions, your thoughts, or whatever, so that you can grow. You gotta do it within, and you gotta dig deep, y'all. I ain't even gonna tell you no story. You gotta dig deep. You gotta find everything that's in you, but it's a beautiful thing, and you release it, and once you release it, set those boundaries for real. Set the boundaries. Set the boundaries. And the way you set those, you check that you got the emotional time, the physical time, the spiritual time, and what you allow in your heart, in your mind, your space, your moments, or whatever. That's let that stuff flow on through. Okay, let it flow on through. Let's set those boundaries. People gonna have a lot to say, but when you set those boundaries, the power of you setting that boundary, set that. You know how we do the I affirmations? Do the power statement affirmation. What's your power statement? People only respect the boundaries you enforce, not the ones you talk about. Got to take action. American Talent. What is that? I gotta pop up. So set those boundaries. And when you set those boundaries, that power statement should match your spiritual movement. Your power statement should connect to it. People only respect the boundaries you enforce, not the ones you talk about. If that's the case, we got to determine the course of life, right? If I'm gonna be a hard head or I'm gonna be a good one. Okay, let me figure this out. We got to think about this stuff. And that goes with Proverbs 4, chapter 4, verse 23. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. And when we do, we got to be mindful of how we treat other people. How we treat other people reflects our internal soul. How we communicate with other people reflects our internal soul. So we gotta clean it up. We gotta clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. I got this workbook for you. It's time to get to work. We do it together. We go on this journey. We shift. That's it. And I really encourage you to become a better version of yourself, to live that authentic life. You're not promised tomorrow. Nobody is. Nobody is. So, again, know who you are authentically. Live it. Sincerely live it. And when you start living that authentication, it's gonna just that's just who you are. And God sees that, and the blessings are so beautiful because they just flow. And you flow with them, right? And once we flow with them, it's like, whoa, did I do that? Did I say that? Did I? And it's peace, y'all. It's peace. It's happiness. It's joy. It's beautiful. So understand, let me tell you something. I learned in my journey that I used to didn't know how to say no to a lot of people. But I'm going to tell you something. I learned God himself set boundaries. So if he set them, I could set them. And when I found that out, again, you set them to heal you, not other people. Your boundaries don't rule other people. They heal you. People hear flaws. People hear boundaries. People hear, I gotta set my boundary. I gotta do this. Yeah, you set the boundaries, but I don't look at it as a sword to keep people on the other side. I look at it as I want those people to understand that this is my boundary because I'm trying to move a thing, and I would love to connect with you, so that's why I'm gonna give you this hour with me, and we're gonna talk about this, and all that stuff if you have book with me or whatnot. But that's what that looks like. Set those boundaries between your day schedule, your night schedule, and anything. And then once you do that, it reflects your power statement. You put it all together, and what do you have? You have your emotional, your spiritual, and your physical. Your transformation falls in place, right? Right? And so, again, God Himself set boundaries between day and night, land and sea, sin and righteousness. Why shouldn't you? We get that opportunity, and then when we get that opportunity, we be like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And then sometimes you never know. It could be too late, or it could be, oh, you never know. We just never know. So whatever it takes for you to shift and get out your own way and just know that you are loved, you're cared about. There's people out here that always look to connect, 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 connect. You know, yeah, of course you got to be careful, of course. But if you're a child of God and you're on a journey for Him, and when you're walking your purpose, in purpose, and doing a will, and you're going to get emotionally tired. I understand. I got there. I got there even with connections. But He lets me know that not everybody is connected to me. Not everybody has room to be connected. Whoa, what? Yeah, that part. So if that's the case, that's what I be telling folks. My coaching might not be for this person or that person. And that's okay. That's why we got to get out our own way. And y'all come on in and coach. Come on in. Come on in and coach. Come on in and coach. Come on in. You never know what God has in store for you. But you got to put it all together for your good in Christ. And I've learned so much, y'all. I just don't know what else to do besides keep learning and, oh, love you. That's it. That's it. I'm just so grateful that you know how you just live that people pleasing life. You gotta get out your own way. You don't have to plead folk all the time. No, they should understand you. That's the beauty of life, y'all. When people understand your peaceful walk in Christ, you, ooh, Jesus, it moves different. Right? Your non-negotiable comes your non-negotiables. Your boundaries are set. Bam! You're going to have them set so you can get your stuff done. So you can set aside some time and be with you. Y'all, I love it. I'm with me every single day. Mentally, emotionally. And I got to be with me every single day. It's part of my mental health journey. It is. It is. So I identify my own boundary guilty detox sessions for me. You know, the common lies that I tell myself. I identify those things. Because I don't, you know, I'm not going to hurt my feelings, and I'm most definitely not going to hurt yours. But I set those boundaries so things can be understood. And I've always been, you know, like that, or the go-to person. And I love that. So when you reframe the truth of who you are, you got to know that you're only in charge of your emotions. So the peaceful negotiation stuff can be easier. Easier. You just switch it. Just switch it and just be like, okay, what's my, you got your I affirmations. You are on a journey to identify my emotions. I'm not responsible for managing other people's emotions. I can only manage mine, how I authentically feel. That is the beautiful part about it. And then your peace just shifts. So you have your peace, your joy, your happiness, all that stuff just shifts. It flows. And you tell yourself, my peace is not up for negotiation. Not at all. You got to set those boundaries, y'all. You got to set those boundaries. Boundaries do not make you a mean person. So don't never let anybody tell you that you're a mean person, which that's what I was told all my life, that I was a mean person. But I wasn't a mean person. Just had boundaries. And you wasn't gonna lie to me. I'm gonna find out. God showed me. I would. You gotta block your blessings or your gifts, y'all. When they give them to you, you just gotta let them go, let them shine. Okay. That is it. That's why I be telling y'all, you never know who I show up as. I might be Medea one day, go Diamond day, but I know who I am. And that's all that matters. Okay? And that will be same for you. Know who you are authentically. Master those emotional intelligence skills because you got them. You won't put them in play. Put them in play. And when you put them things in play, you need to go and challenge yourself without a doubt, without guilt, without anything. Challenge yourself on your boundary challenge. Setting those boundaries. Challenge yourself all week long, starting Sunday. Don't do it. Well, you can start tomorrow if you want to. But your challenge for the week, you can say no to one thing that drains you. Say yes to one thing that empowers you. And once you do that, let it flow. Okay? Say one thing that drains you and say yes to one thing that empowers you. And make it happen. Set those boundaries. You start moving gently to become that unapologetic individual. And, I just put it like these are diamond life rules. These are my rules. God set them for me, and I'm going to walk with them. That's it. Set those boundaries. And so if you want to go deeper than all of those things like that for your relationship or your friendships or the problems you seek the daily, yeah, you seek problems because problems don't just fall in your lap sometimes. Sometimes you can set those boundaries and put those problems aside so that you can be able to say what you mean and mean what you say so you can get up and go. Be about your Father's business. That's what that look like, y'all. I love y'all so very much. I love y'all so very, very much. Thank y'all for connecting with me. This is your favorite coach, Coach Diamond. Coach Diamond D, Certified Master Life Coach, RBT. And so I just want you to know, set those boundaries with saying no with power and grace. I love y'all. Y'all stay connected. Peace.